The stadiums were packed to capacity. The atmosphere was electric. Expectant fans waved their blue and white flags and replica jerseys. The happiness had reached fever pitch. That was the World Cup in Qatar. It was November and December 2022. 32 teams had converged in Qatar for the World Cup soccer finals. One of these teams was Argentina, and the Argentinian fans were expectant. As the fans praised players such as the ageless Angel Di Maria, the eccentric Emilio Martinez, the mercurial Lionel Messi, Lisandro Martinez, Nicolas Otamendi, the young Julian Alvarez, Alexio McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, a man sat on the bench, quiet, unassuming, yet technically studying the tempo of the matches. This man was Lionel Scaloni. He had seen it all and he was making the crucial decision. The man behind the juggernaut called Argentina. The million-dollar question is, who is Lionel Sebastian Scaloni? Why did AFA, an acronym for the Argentinian Football Association, entrust the football services and affairs of the nation into the hands of this man? Lionel Sebastian Scaloni was born in Santa Fe, Argentina on the 16th of May 1978. That makes him 44. He is the Argentine football manager. He coaches the national team. A utility player during his heydays. He played as a right back or a right midfielder. He started his football career in 1995 with Newell's Old Boys. In 1996, he joined Estudiantes and scored 7 goals in 37 appearances. He was a man on a mission. Between 1998 and 2006, he played in the Spanish La Liga for Deportivo La Coruña, for whom he had 200 caps and scored 14 goals. In 2006, he was on loan at West Ham in England and played 13 games for them. Between 2006 and 2007, he played for Racing Santander. 30 games played, 1 goal scored. Between 2007 and 2013, he was at the Italian giants Lazio. He appeared for them 52 times and contributed 1 goal. Then in 2008, he joined Atalanta. He played for them until 2015. In the process, he scored 15 goals. His total caps as a player amount to 387 and he has scored 23 goals. This is not bad for a right back and a midfielder. For Argentina, he started playing for the under-20 in 1997. He had 7 caps and contributed 2 goals. He played for the senior national team between 2003 and 2006. He had 7 caps. As a manager, he started in 2017 as an assistant at Sevilla in Spain. In 2018, Scaloni was appointed the under-20 national team coach. Later that same year, he was appointed senior team manager. He represented Argentina as a player at a youth championship in 1997. As a manager, Scaloni came third with the Argentinian squad in the 2019 Copa American Cup in 2019. In 2021, he guided Argentina to winning the Copa American Cup. That was the beginning of good things for Scaloni. In 2022, he won an important tournament, the CONMEBOL UEFA Cup of Champions. The man and his boys was on a roll. In Qatar, what magic wand did he wave? What was going on in his mind? And at the end of the final match, he cried. What a journey he had had with the team. He orchestrated wins against Mexico, Poland, the Netherlands, Croatia, and finally France. Despite drawing with Australia and losing to Saudi Arabia, he made it to the final and his captain lifted the trophy. That was Lionel Sebastian Scaloni. During the qualifiers, in a zone in which it is difficult to qualify, he had to rub shoulders with some of the difficult teams to beat in that zone. These teams include Brazil, Uruguay, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. He and his team managed to qualify for the World Cup finals, coming second behind Brazil. The team had held on to its dreams. Guided by this young, enterprising coach, they left for Qatar with the intention to win, the intention to play well, the intention to play as a team, the intention to please the legion of fans. Scaloni's ability to switch his midfield, the engine room of the team, to suit the particular game was a tactical acumen that paid dividends in all the games that he played, inclusive of the final. He might have lost to Mino Saudi Arabia, but that was one black stain on a white sheet. He is a coach known for his versatility. He adapts to formats. He has no fixed plan. That has made Argentina a formidable foe on the pitch. He has a flexible game plan, and that is a fundamental asset to Argentina. He initiated the revival of Argentina into a formidable force, which, in spite of his inexperience, managed to win the Copa American Cup. The enterprising coach has managed to lift a major title since 1993. He has shaped a stable, strong, and versatile unit. One of his attributes is said to be his ability to keep players happy. He has played his cards well, keeping most of his game plan to himself, working without assuming, putting the players in the right position, and making decisions whether to play Di Maria or not. This is the sign of a good coach. One who can guide a galaxy of stars into one solid unit, a team. Putting together an array of stars with individual skill was an arduous task for the coach, but Scaloni was equal to the task. He made sure the juggernaut functioned well, much to the appreciation of the Argentinian fans and the world at large. When he cried at the end of the match, the final match in Doha, Qatar, it was pure joy and relief that the ghost of 1986 had been quashed. World glory at last. He had won for Argentina what many coaches had failed since 1986. He is an enigma. As the World Cup came to a close with Argentina lifting the trophy, Scaloni added an important chapter to his curriculum vitae. He is a World Cup winning coach. He is a man on a roll. He is a man with a bright future in management of football. As Argentina erupted into unparalleled celebrations, they celebrated the team. They celebrated their flag. Above all, they celebrated this man, a 44-year-old coach who has brought glory to Argentina, who has brought smiles to Argentina, who has managed to weave his way past difficult opponents. This is the mark of a man with a bright future. Argentina, the champions of the world, Qatar 2022, and the architect of that win is none other than Lionel Sebastian Scaloni, a name that has been written in the annals of history. He has made history for himself. He has made history for the national team. He has made history for Argentina. He has made history for South America. For years to come, Argentinians will remember Lionel Messi. They will remember Di Maria. They will remember Emilio Martinez and a host of other gallant sons who did proud to the country by winning the World Cup. And they will remember the coach, the man who made it all happen, the man who put together a solid team, the man who had the bravery to pick players that he thought could do duty for the national team, the man who made the right decisions, the man who never backed down. That is a coach for the future. A chapter may have closed with the success of the team in Doha, Qatar, but a new chapter is opening. The future is beckoning, and it can be a bright future, not only for Argentina, but for this enterprising coach. The Argentine Football Association saw something in him. That is the reason why they decided to entrust him with the national team. He has paid back the association for trusting him, for putting faith in him, for putting the fate of Argentina in his hands. He held on to a dream. The players held on to their dreams. Players held on to their dreams. People prepared. People waited until the 18th of December. Eventually, Lionel Messi hoisted the World Cup high, and the whole nation erupted into song and dance. barbecue on the streets. People paraded, people waited, people couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, in the early hours of the day. People sang, people walked long distances. People did everything that is crazy that you can think of when you are ecstatic, when you are happy, when you are overjoyed, when your exhilaration has reached fever pitch. This was Argentina. This was what it means to win. Victory at last. After waiting for so many years, victory belonged to Argentina. And the man in the driving seat was Lionel Sebastian Scaloni. The excitement might have died down in Qatar, the host nation, but in Argentina, the celebrations are going on. Lionel Scaloni's star continues to shine. His hopes, his determination, his perseverance, his work ethics, his belief in teamwork, his communication skill. This is the man who made success possible. This is the man who guided the players. This is the man who made the right decisions at the right time.
Great night for Argentina and Messi. The records keep on coming for him. He joined Lothar Matthäus on 25 World Cup appearances. That's the most at the men's tournament, so he'll almost certainly go on to hold the outright lead in Sunday's final. He has 5 goals. That's a joint most alongside Kylian Mbappe. Messi is the oldest man to ever score 5 in a single World Cup, and he has 3 assists. That's the most of any player at this World Cup. And he went past Gabriel Batistuta for most World Cup goals scored by an Argentina player. He was on 10, now he's on 11.